as well as a passionate advocate for sustainable living and environmental conservation. She has conducted numerous sessions, lectures, and workshops on various topics related to environmental protection, including Harit Ghar, net zero goals, solid waste management, eco-bricks, bioenzymes, and composting. She is the founder of Be Live Envirotech, under which she conducts workshops on sustainability, solid waste management, composting, bioenzymes, and adapting and promoting a minimum waste and chemical-free lifestyle. She is also the co-founder of Parivartan, an organization which provides trainings and workshops on sustainable development and hosts sustainable lifestyle exhibitions. She is actively involved in organizations such as Paryavaran Sanrakshan Gatividhi, Bioenzyme Entrepreneurs Academy of India, Wiki West Bengal Bioenzyme Council, Vivekanand Vidya Vikas Parishad, and Gram Samriddhi Foundation. In addition to her environmental activism, Yogini is also a skilled baker and cultural enthusiast. Okay. So we will start with the presentation now.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ekta. And namaskar, everyone. Good evening. How are all of you doing? Can we have the cameras on if possible? Otherwise, it will be like looking at the screen and talking. As it is, I have a small screen because my laptop decided not to, work today. So I have to take Ekta's help in sharing my screen because wrong with it. For the best. Yeah. So we'll be talking more about
Someone needs to put their
please keep your mic muted so that we'll be able to hear whatever we speak to each other. Yeah. Yes.
Visible?
Okay. So, Ekta, देखना if there are the videos in this slide.
Videos तो नहीं है मैम इसमें शायद.
नहीं आए क्या?
Video नहीं है इसमें.
Oh, by the time I reach that video wala slide, सब कुछ आ जाए because those videos, troubleshooting and everything is there in that video only. आ गए, yes. The one after that, the slide after this.
Okay, yeah. Should I play?
No, we'll begin from the...
Okay.
Yeah, if you just put in the presentation mode, then we can just go in the... Thank you so much. Trouble?
Yeah, it's... There is some disturbance.
I think somebody's mic is on. If if they can keep the mics muted. Yes.
Yes, it's muted.
The next slide.
Yes.
So basically, whenever I do the presentation, could you just put the screen on the presentation mode if possible, Ekta?
I'll try. Slideshow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever I do my presentation, I start right from the beginning, So if you can see on the screen, there is a big mountain, and that is the mountain which we have made, all of us. If we don't segregate our waste, we put the waste in our dustbins, and that waste goes and gets collected on these landfill sites. And a landfill, calling it a landfill is also not correct because these are not exactly landfills. These are all dumping sites. So I'm sure everybody knows the difference between the landfill and the dumping site. So landfill basically is a very scientifically designed place where you can, deposit all the garbage which comes in from different parts of the city. And what is a dumping site? It is just an area where all the garbage is dumped. There are no drainages. There are no semi-permeable membranes. There's nothing over there. They're not covered. They're all open. So all these garbages where we are not segregating waste, we're just throwing them. They all get collected. They form a mountain and they are polluting the earth. They are polluting soil. They're polluting air. They're polluting water. And see, when they're doing all these things, so ultimately, who are the ones who are getting affected by all these things? We as humans, we definitely are getting affected. The trees are getting affected. And since the aquatic life, it is inside the water and water is also getting affected. The soil, aquatic life is also getting affected. So just because one thing which we don't follow, because we are lazy or too busy or I don't know what, we don't segregate our waste, this is what we have to go through. So what we can do is we can start segregating right now if we are not. And here I'm sure since everybody is from Wiki Bioenzymes Council, everybody is from Bioenzymes Entrepreneur Academy, I'm sure everybody is segregating their waste. So I don't need to go through types of waste and all everything. So let us just go to the next slide, which also speaks about the waste hierarchy. So if you see, if you look at the pyramid, at the top of the pyramid, it's an inverted pyramid over here because there is a shift in the way of disposal, dealing with our waste, if you see nowadays. Because earlier what we used to do, whatever we had, we used to just throw, right? So now people are getting more and more conscious. So their mindset has changed. So what is the most preferred in waste hierarchy? We can see, if you just enlarge your screen and see, it is the prevention. Like what we say, refuse and reduce comes first, right? Refuse and reduce prevents the generation of waste. Then comes the reuse. Whatever we have, I'm talking about the general waste, okay? I'm not sticking to the organic waste here. I'm sticking to all the waste which we create. Waste is waste only if we call it waste, right? Otherwise, it is a resource for everyone. So we reuse it. We try and reuse as much as possible. Then comes recycling. So recycling again, if you ask me, I wouldn't recommend recycling because recycling should be the last option because it is again an industry which is using all our resources, like be it water resource, be it electricity. Again, it's using coal to burn everything, and even the carbon footprints, because you see all these recycling units are set up out of the city. And there are 2-3 cities for which one recycling setup is there. So imagine the vans are there, they pick up your recycling waste and they reach there. So they are again creating all the carbon footprints. So recycling should always be your last option. And from there, there is the recovery of material and whatever is needed, they take, and the rest is disposed onto the landfills. So this is the waste hierarchy which people are following now, or people must follow now. And again, once the segregation is done, what all can you do at home? This slide talks about composting, making eco bricks, and bioenzymes. Okay. So eco bricks, again, whatever is non-recyclable, soft polythenes, clean and dry, they all go into the eco bricks. So there are a lot of talks regarding eco bricks. Are they good? Are they bad? So whenever there's an eco brick session, I'll let you know, because I really advocate making eco bricks. That is another topic altogether. And of course, composting and our favorite bioenzymes. So composting, definitely when there is a larger number of organic waste, we can always opt for composting. And then when there is a waste created due to fruit peels, and there are a lot of neem leaves and so many other things, then we can make bioenzymes. Of course, bioenzymes can be made with the vegetable peels as well. But preferably, we make it when you're doing it for the first time, we always start, I always suggest people to start with citrus fruit peels. Yes? Yeah. Okay. So this bioenzyme is such a versatile product that it can replace all these products which are listed in front of your screen. Can you see them? Can you just read out the toothpaste, soaps, shampoos, body wash, and from there till the descaling powder. And from your face till your toilet, in my family, they keep teasing me that your bioenzyme you use from your face till your toilet, everywhere you're using bioenzyme, which is the truth, right? Because it is eradicating all the chemicals, whatever we are using. It can be used as a face wash. You can use it for your hair. You can use it as a body wash. You can use it to wash your utensils. You can use it to mop the floor. You can use it to clean the bathrooms, toilets, commodes. Everywhere we are using bioenzymes. People who are addicted to bioenzymes are using bioenzymes everywhere. So one product, and just imagine the versatility of this product. It is so good. I am in complete love with bioenzymes, you can say. Yeah, next product, please. And all the previous products which were listed are all high on chemicals, so they can easily cause lot of allergies to your skin, lot of problems, many skin allergies. So yes, definitely. But yes, I have my laptop over here. Just give me a second. Can you hear me?
Can hear Yogini, but there's an echo.
Okay, yeah. I switched off the phone now. I'm glad that my laptop is now working.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah. Take a second. Now just give me 1 second. I'm really sorry for this. Just 1 second. Okay.
You want to share your screen or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want me to, okay, I'll stop sharing mine.
Yes. Yeah, we can go to the next screen now. Shall I try sharing my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Acha, host disabled participant screening. You'll have to make me
I'll make you the host. 1 minute.
I'm so sorry if all these glitches do happen, and that is how we learn.
Can you check if you can share the screen now?
Yes. Just give me a moment. Just 1 second, huh? Just 1 second. I'll just open my screen. Till then, we can just discuss about, is it, my speed and all is okay, or do I need to go slow? Do I need to go slow, or whatever
The
right
speed
now is
fine.
it's
Or if
fine.
you want, I can share my screen also, like if it's taking time.
Yeah, is the screen visible now?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, I'll just put it on slideshow. Slideshow this third, can it's seen?
Yeah. Dikh raha hai.
Okay. So we were here. So like I said, right now I'm feeling much better. I'm so sorry for all this glitch. So like all these room fresheners everywhere, even the sanitizers, we can replace by our one product, which is the bioenzymes. So what are these bioenzymes? So everybody is well aware of Dr. Rusukon from Thailand. She is the one she's the goddess of bioenzymes. She's the one who introduced bioenzymes to this world. So it was her idea to cultivate enzymes into organic cleaners from organic waste, which normally we would have been throwing them into the garbage bins. So what basically happens is all this garbage waste is then, along with jaggery and water, during the process of fermentation, it is converted into concentrated enzymes, and those are the enzymes which we call bioenzymes. So this is a little bit of basics, how they're formed and how, you can use what is the chemistry, biochemistry behind the bioenzymes. So I'm sure everybody is aware that bacteria consume the carbon sources to produce the enzymes, which in turn digest the dirt and the pollution. And what is formed? Water and carbon dioxide are formed as their byproducts. And when we spray them into the air, they bond with the carbon substrate in the air, which are the pollutants, viruses, and the bacteria. And the greenhouse gases, which are harmful, they are all converted into oxygen, nitrates, and carbonates, which are not harmful to our body. So this was the chemistry. Now, why bioenzymes? How bioenzymes? Everybody knows. So let us not get into the things. We will come directly to the procedure. 1:3:10, everybody is aware. Okay. So I will not go through that also. Let us go to things, troubleshooting. So when we are making bioenzymes, what all problems do we face? So first though, everybody first, it is going to smell. So whenever whenever I introduce bioenzymes to people, they say, there is a lot of jaggery involved. So all these jaggery and sweet things will attract flies, they will attract worms, and they will smell bad and everything. So for all these things, I have just one answer. At least you need to try it once. Pehle aap try karo. Always, you should try something before talking about the problems. If you only talk about the problems, it will not lead you to making all these things. In Marathi, I'm a Maharashtrian. So in Marathi, my mother always used to say, whenever I used to say, kya fayda iska, kya hoga? Nannacha pada sarka manu nokos yogini. That means ना हर चीज को ना मत करो, ना से शुरुआत नहीं करनी चाहिए, करके देखो, नहीं जम रहा है तो definitely will find the solutions. So the thing is that always try first. So flies and worms, so kab aate hai flies and worms? Flies and worms are there if your bottle is not airtight. If the bottle is not airtight, what happens? The liquid inside gets contaminated. So all these bacteria and all other things are there in the air, which gets into the bottle in your enzyme. And then they start multiplying, and then the worms are formed. And the flies, of course, if you keep the bottle open, so sweet smell, so it will attract flies, especially those fruit flies jo aate na banana ke upar. So those kind of flies will definitely come. So for that, what do you do? What you have to do is add a little bit. If there are worms, flies ke liye nahi. If you see worms inside, add a little bit of jaggery. Like if you have the ratio of 1:3:10, that means if you've added 100 grams of jaggery, what you do is bus 10 to 15 grams of jaggery you add. And then you see within 3-4 days, you will see there are no worms inside. All the worms get digested inside. So that is not a problem. For flies, what will you do? See, first and foremost, you just airtight the container. Once you airtight the container, you just wipe with a wet cloth, wipe the container so that, it happens that sticky things while you're preparing the enzyme, all these sticky things, you happen to touch the enzyme, they spill out and everything. So once you clean it, then flies will not be there because they will not be able to smell it only. Because if it is airtight, kahan se bahar kuch smell will aayega? Kuch nahi aayega. Okay, so wipe it off with a wet cloth. Flies and worms ka ho gaya, problem solved. Second, foul smell. Foul smell bhi aayega, to add a bit of jaggery. black layer on top. Now, next, if you all must have just seen my post in our BEA group. I had shared a post in a video, the same video I'll be showing again, which had a black layer on top. Now, if there is a black layer on top, before this experience of mine, I used to feel that the enzyme has gone bad and you have to just drain it down. But what happened this time was really a different thing. Upar mein was a complete black and powdery layer. And niche wala enzyme was very good. It was smelling so good. I can't tell you why. I wouldn't have imagined कि ऐसे पूरा ऊपर से काला हो गया है. लेकिन अंदर में smell, I was thinking that it will start smelling foul smell आएगा कुछ, but there was no foul smell inside. So what I did was I just strained the enzyme. I kept it aside and it's beautiful and using it. कुछ कोई problem नहीं है उसको. So black layer on top, and if the liquid is not smelling, that means your enzyme is good. Black layer on top, plus if the liquid is very bad, smelling very bad, then your enzyme is now ready to be drained down. So even while you're draining down, no, the beauty of Bioenzyme is, while even the bad enzyme, bad is just because its smell has gone, right? So when we drain it down, no, that time also it is working on your entire sewage system. It never gives up. One enzyme which never gives up is your Bioenzyme. So it is doing its work even while it has gone bad. What happens when you see a white layer on top? So white layer on top is a good enzyme activity inside. It is a good microbial activity inside, and which is good. So you can see bubbles also, not just a white layer. You'll be able to see some bubbles also. So nothing to worry. The enzyme is good. And bottle burst. When does the bottle burst? So we have this, everybody who makes Bioenzymes, they know that we need to burp the Bioenzyme, burp the bottles, as in release the gas every time. So what we have to do, you just have to release. How would you release the gas? I'll tell you how I don't open it completely. I just unscrew the bottle and just screw it back. Okay. That is the way I release the gas. I don't open the lid completely. Until and unless I want to see the activity inside, I do not open the lid. So most of the times, though, I make enzymes in a wide mouth container, so that there is less gas formation. I wouldn't say. The pressure of the gas is less because there is more surface area inside, right? In a wide mouth jar. Whereas compared to a bottle, if you do it in a PET bottle, then there you have to burp your enzymes twice or thrice in a day. Otherwise, ekdam se the lid will pop out, and you need to maintain a proper space of 2-3 inches. Like the ratio is 1:3:10:15. The container has to be 15 times bigger than whatever your first ratio is. Okay, so always remember that at least 3 to 4 inches of space we have to maintain in the bottle. Otherwise, the gas will be generating and the lid will just pop up. तो देखते तो बहुत मजा आता है, लेकिन अगर लगेगा ना, बहुत जोर का लगेगा, आंख में चला जाएगा और भी बेकार हो जाएगा, लग जाएगा जोर से. So be very, very, very careful with enzymes and burping them if you're using if you're using this bottles for making the enzymes. Okay, now again, I don't know why. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so my screen again has hanged. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So I'll show you this. Can you see? This is the rose enzyme. This is how I strain my enzyme. This is a good enzyme. ये अच्छा है, ये रंग and everything is nice. इसमें कोई problem नहीं है, ये बहुत सुंदर enzyme है. All these, I had made, there was a puja, in fact, Ganesh puja hi tha hamara in September. So I had made all these enzymes using puja flowers. simple way of straining. I don't put kapda and all. So if you're into making enzymes commercially, then you put a muslin cloth and then, you know, you strain so that there is, it becomes a very clear solution. But if you're using it for your home only, then I prefer not to do all this jamela. Now, this is what was there on top of my other enzyme, banana enzyme. This was that layer. Can you see? It was so black. I'll just show you once again. So this was the layer which I removed from the top. It is powder. It looks powdery, but it's that solid layer. And then this was the banana enzyme. It did not smell at all. I'll just take you to the next slide. See, this one again, it's the same thing. See, can you see? Niche enzyme is very nice. It's not dark, it's not black, it's a lovely golden color. But the top layer, powdery, blackish, all kinds. Anybody would feel that it's gone, but then it was fine only. And this is me again, draining the enzyme. Hibiscus enzyme, which was nice, but it was smelling to the heights. I tried adding essential oils also, but no use.
Going down the drain, and then I'm draining it. Yes, I'm feeling bad, but the best part is it is with you down in the drain. It's useful even when I drain it down. It's very bad, very bad.
Almost
One takes the smell.
3-4 liters of enzyme going down the drain, imagine. I tried using it with Rita for my hair, but then no, it was too bad. So sometimes these kind of accidents do happen. So I'll tell you why I had to drain this down also. So I had used hibiscus flowers, and the day I got it home, the flowers were fresh, but I made enzymes after 2 days. So by that time, the flowers had become black. And I just wanted to take a chance with this so that even I know, because always you need to experiment to understand something. So I tried once again. I knew I was expecting this. It's not that I didn't expect this to happen, but still I wanted to see. But so now, because see, with fruits, I do use rotten fruits for my bioenzymes and the enzymes turn out good. But with flowers, the rotten flowers cannot be used for enzymes. They need to be composted only. So this is a lesson which I learned from this hibiscus enzyme. And this is that other, this was orange and hibiscus enzyme which I had made. So again, you see the liquid at the bottom, the enzyme looks very nice, but the top layer doesn't look very appealing. But again, that was good. It did not smell bad at all. And everything went fine. So again, that was a successful thing for me. So storage and uses of bioenzymes. Uses all of us know. So how do we store it? We always store it in an airtight container. While making it, we make it in plastic containers, but because of the formation of the gas, we don't want to take any chances in glass bottles, but people do make edible enzymes in glass bottles. I haven't tried them, so I won't be the right person to speak about it. But plastics I have made a lot of enzymes. I haven't made edible enzyme though. So making is always in plastic. Storage, yes, you can store. If your enzyme has completely stabilized, then you can store it in a glass bottle. Always be careful while using it, storing it in a glass bottle. So uses to all of us know. It is nowadays used for rejuvenation of water bodies also, shampoos, fertilizers, vegetable washing, insecticides, beauty products. All of us know Grow Nest. So beautifully Deepika is making her the bioenzyme based products. It's also used in sewage treatment plants, floor cleaners, and now proudly we can say that it brings down the air pollution levels also. So Next is the concentration. Everybody knows the concentration, so I will not go through all these things. So again, I also have this brand called BLive, under which I make all these enzymes. So, and just look at the hibiscus enzyme, which is here, and look at the color. This vibrant color is only because of the enzyme. I haven't added any color to this. And this was the time when I was not aware of essential oils. So these were all clear enzymes with my absolutely zero essential oil, nothing was there. So here in this basket, you can see one is the rose enzyme, one is the hibiscus, and one is the aparajita enzyme. So here in the picture where I'm also standing, you can see all the vibrant colors: purple, orange, lemon ka to yellow dikh hi raha hai, and hibiscus ka beautiful color. No chemicals at all. So applications of pulpy bee for stain removal. So you can see the basin which here you can see the scales, and then all the scales are removed later. Ekdam clear ho gaya. Unfortunately, I don't have more videos on these. So again, women empowerment and everything so comes ekdam definitely with all these enzymes. So that is what. So this was my presentation, and now we can start with the discussion. Troubleshooting, anything, all questions. We are all here to learn. So it's not that I will be the doing all the talking. All of us can, share our experiences, everything.
एक मिनट पहले
If you all
मैं नीचे ही
can
बैठी
just
थी पर तू
switch
नीचे
on your
उतरा ही नहीं
videos
तो
again, I can see your beautiful faces and we can just interact about our troubleshootings or anything related to bioenzymes. Nothing, no questions. No questions, no queries, nothing.
Can you give examples of the kind of enzymes that can be made? I mean, citrus, yes, of course, is common.
Yeah.
But apart from that, what are the most common kind of enzymes that can be used in our day-to-day, life?
Okay. So citrus enzyme, so everybody knows. So neem enzyme. Neem enzyme, we know the goodness of neem. So whichever enzyme, whichever plant, whichever leaves, whichever fruits are good for, they have their own properties. Like, neem is good for the skin. Neem is good for, we use it as antiseptic. Neem is good to, where we see different floor cleaners which have neem in that. So we can use neem as a very good floor cleaner. Neem is good for your skin. You can spray neem on your face also. And what are the types of enzymes present in BE? Okay, this is a technical question. Yeah, I will answer that. Let me finish with this. So basically, neem ek ho gaya. Then we can use lemongrass. Lemongrass can be used as an insect repellent. Again, for mopping the floors also, we can use the lemongrass enzyme. Haldi, kacha haldi jo hota hai. Kacha haldi is also used. The enzyme made out of kacha haldi can be used as antiseptic. And I have used this on my, my hand had got very badly burnt. I just, held a baking tray. The oven temperature was 230 degrees Celsius. And one hand I had my gloves, the other hand by mistake, I just touched the tray. My hand was burnt. Immediately I sprayed this enzyme, and you won't believe my hand had no bruise, no mark, no blister, nothing, no redness, nothing. It was absolutely fine. So haldi, I can, sweet bee. Okay, what is sweet bee? If you could just type what sweet bee is, I'll come to know. So haldi enzyme is good for your skin, cuts, bruises, burns, everything. Then for your face also, because haldi is an antiseptic, you can use it for your pimples also. Rose has got a soothing property. So wherever we are using rose water in your hair packs, in your face packs, for your rashes, everywhere, rose enzyme can be used. Then I have amla enzyme. Amla enzyme is good for the hair. So you can make a concoction of whatever is good for your hair. Hibiscus we know is good for the hair. Neem is good for the hair. Amla is good for the hair. So you can just, put all these three and make an enzyme, or else you can mix these three and make 3 different enzymes and just add these 3 and
use them on your hair. Do we need to dilute? Yes, all enzymes need to be diluted to be applied anywhere on your skin or floor or wherever, because they are very strong. And always do a patch test before you use them. Always do a patch test. So maybe some enzyme is suiting me and not suiting you. So I can just vouch for it and maybe you would react to it. So always have a patch test for your any kind of enzymes. So what else did I make? Rita enzymes people are making. Then neem enzyme मैंने कहा, tulsi enzyme. Tulsi enzyme भी बहुत अच्छा होता है. It's good for the skin. What is the ratio to be diluted for the skin? See, what I do is in a 100 ml bottle, I add water. 100 ml, if there is 100 ml water, I add around 10 ml of the enzyme, which is also too much. According to PCG, is it too much? Yes, no? Just a few drops would do. But I like the color which the enzyme imparts to the bottle. So I add a little bit more. So 10 ml is fine. Less than 10 ml would be really good. And then if it stays for a longer time, no, you should just keep it overnight. Like I mix it right now and then use it again immediately, it wouldn't help. So you need to just let the microbial activity grow. And then, next day it is ekdam full of power. You can spray it, everything will be fine. So that is, yeah. And which else? I'll just go through. Ekta, would you please help me with the chat box?
Sure.
Yeah.
So someone is asking, Bilha Sarini is asking, this one is done. For making hibiscus bioenzyme, do we use leaves or flowers?
So hibiscus leaves are also good for the hair and hibiscus flowers are also good for the hair. So one enzyme I made out of onion, hibiscus, leaves, amla and neem. ये सब चारों मिलाकर मैंने ये एक बनाया, एक अलग से लाल वाला, only the flowers I used. So you can make everything. You can make with the leaves also, you can make with the flowers also.
Okay. Second question is, does adding yeast for bioenzyme preparation fasten the process?
Okay, it does fasten the process, but I used to use it before I joined Bioenzymes Entrepreneur Academy. After joining BEA, I have stopped using yeast. All my enzymes are pure because yeast, I don't know how and why people use it. It does fasten, but it has a different smell. Since the time I've started using Bioenzyme only as the starter, which also reduces the time, from 90 days, it brings down the time to 45 days. And the smell stays intact. So there is no foul smell. So it is really nice. So don't use yeast unless and until you want it. It's of course your choice, but I wouldn't suggest using yeast. Use the starter. So that is the best.
Yeah. Sigma Enzymes International is asking, I read from the resources of BEEA, but I couldn't understand what is sweet bioenzyme.
Okay, I think PTG is with us, so she'll be able to help us with that. Sweet bioenzyme, I'm also not aware of sweet bioenzyme, sorry.
Sweet bioenzyme is nothing but the enzymes made from the sweet fruits. It could be banana, custard apple, chiku, sapota, what they call, those kind of sweet fruits, if you make enzymes out of it. And in that, you don't need jaggery. So it can be dates also. I made from dates. So, these things, you don't need to add any jaggery and it just ferments.
So the ratio would be the same.
Yeah, so we don't need to add jaggery and that's it, the ratio, otherwise it's same. So usually when you take the volumetric proportion, so you put 60% of water in whatever container size. It could be a small container like this, it could be a big container, it could be a barrel. So fill it up with 60% of water and keep adding the biomass till the water level reaches to 80%. Yeah. So so that is
which I have also learned. Thank you so much, PTG. Uses, I think, would be the same, like banana enzyme is good for as a fertilizer and so on and so forth. So
in agriculture, it is used in a different way. So, while fruiting, we put a lot of fruiting enzymes. So, for the soil, we use something else. So it all depends what is good and what. When we say the NPK ratio has to be all right in agriculture, so we find out what is there in nitrogen, what resources are there for phosphorus and what is there for potassium. And based on that, we make enzyme and you make the NPK from enzymes. So it all depends. Now, banana is fruit. So I'm making another fruit. It's a peach and it's a beautiful color what I'm getting. It's a very small quantity, but I like to keep it on the table where I work. So I have around 5 different enzymes fermenting in front of me.
Really
Mm.
nice. Yeah, thank you so much, Preeti ji.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you.
So anyone else wants to ask question? Okay, Deepika Sana, she wants, acha, it has been answered.
Okay, I have just one thing which I would like to add. See, all of us are taking sessions in our community or wherever we go. We do talk about enzymes and, and knowingly, unknowingly, we talk about enzyme wherever we go. And I'm sure this happens to everyone. But one thing, when we say the chemical-free living, I think the enzyme is also a kind of chemical. It is a natural source. So, chemicals are not bad because our body also has a biochemical or biochemistry, what we call. So, if we put some adjective to it, like, toxic chemical, then it makes sense because the chemicals are not bad. It's a part of nature. It's only some chemical which get degraded easily in the soil or water, and some chemical takes longer time to degrade. But chemicals are the part of our thing, and we shouldn't be talking. See, now anything, I mean, if you say anything, even our hair is a chemical. It has keratin, it has protein. So all these are part of chemicals. So I feel we need to rectify. I mean, I took some time to understand this. Even I was using the same words before, but now we need to start changing the way we are looking at things. And chemicals are everywhere, and we are also in a chemical part. So, let us not use this word as chemical-free living, but we can say eco-friendly living or nature-friendly living, or maybe the toxic chemical-free kind of thing. So the chemical becomes toxic only when it is not digested, or it can't be broken down into a simpler form easily. It's only toxic because any food also, you take our body, when we take our body, there are some people like to eat a lot of, oily and a lot of food, I mean, heavy food, and their body digests it. So it is not toxic for them. But the person who doesn't like oily food, if they take this oily food, it becomes a toxic for that person. So toxicity is just the way whether it's get degraded or doesn't get degraded, in the natural process. So it's only that is the difference, otherwise nothing else.
Thank you so much. And the first thing I'm going to do is change the title, which is Bioenzymes only and not chemical-free living, which was a previous. So, right, I will do that and I'll rectify myself. Thank you
Yeah,
so
so these are the lessons what we learn. So what, I mean, I know being the, this eco-friendly kind of living or whatever we are learning, we don't like plastics, or we, tell people not to use plastic, and everything is fine. But I feel anything when we use it more than the required, moderation ke bahar ho jata hai na, then it becomes a problem. So plastic today is a menace because we are using it mindlessly.
much.
Now, plastic is not bad. The plastic is it's a form of, and we cannot avoid plastic for the simple reason plastic is a byproduct of petroleum. जब तक हमारी गाड़ी चलेगी ना, कार चलाना है, हमें हवाई जहाज पे जाना है, पेट्रोल, plastic, we are generating plastic, we are part of it. So instead of being very aggressive against plastic. I feel we need to put a system or work for a system which can recycle the plastic, because it's a part of it. It's a polymer, right? Plastic is nothing but a polymer. So if plastic is not formed in this form, it will form in other form. So the chains, it will break down and it will make another form of chain. So it is inevitable. And it is a part of nature. It is existing with us. So it's only that we need to understand and put these plastic into the place where it is supposed to be there. So let us not hate anything. The plastic is a part of it. So
Ma'am, can I add like one sentence to this?
yeah.
Yeah, you're right that plastic is also very important for us. But one thing we can avoid is single-use plastics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, we can definitely avoid, and we
that
can
will
avoid
help.
that's what I'm telling.
Yeah.
A lot of mindless way of handling things is leading us to
Yeah.
all these kind of menace. So we need to be very mindful about it, definitely. और moderation के बाहर कुछ भी होता है ना, अगर कोई अमृत भी ज्यादा पिला देगा ना, तो that becomes poison. So
Excess
it
of
is like
it
that
is
now.
Yes.
Always,
Yeah.
whatever we are using, whatever we are consuming, everything should be in moderation.
Yeah.
Another lesson which everybody today we have learned. Moderation is the key for success and a mindful living. Anything else which
Ma'am, Deepika ma'am wants to ask what are the types of enzymes present in bioenzyme?
Yeah, I think again, PTG, I will divert the question to you.
Okay, see, enzymes there are many enzymes, but and the type of enzyme depends on the ingredients we are using it. So banana has certain type of enzyme, orange or citrus has certain type of enzyme. So, if the citrus citrus will have a lot of lipase that breaks down the fatty acids, but banana may not be able to break down the fatty acid. It will break down some protein from there. So, every fruit has a different enzyme. And we are working on, there are total 7 types of enzyme. Mainly, there are many. It's a very complex solution, but mainly there are 7 types of enzyme which are good enough to handle any kind of pollutants around us. So how much, what, nobody has done the research till now, and we have taken up the step, and our research council is working in finding out the right what is because we got the parameters. These are the enzymes which is supposed to be in our bioenzyme to be a proper bioenzyme. So we are working technically for this along with other universities to find out the different parameters, and I'm sure we will come out with this in not less than 6 months time. I've given 6 months time, so we should have certain good result, and we'll be able to set up the parameters for standardization of enzymes. So
Thank you so much again. Thank you so much. So this also suggests that citrus enzymes are good as cleaners because they are working on the fats. And when the greasy things, whenever there are buttons and everything, all these kind of things, so it is the best enzyme to be used for your cleaners, as in whatever the utensils, washing clothes, everything. I personally feel citrus enzyme is the best enzyme for cleaning purposes.
So are we done?
I guess so. There are no more questions coming up.
So we can take the pledge now.
who is next month? First, I think we're doing it on 2nd Jan, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I'll just let you know. I'll just check.
Ma'am, it's my turn. I'm doing it next month.
Oh, lovely. 2nd Jan.
2nd Jan. Yeah. You want to do it on 1st, but I'm not.
No, it's there in the list, 1st Jan.
1st Jan. Yeah, I have given first of every month, but only for January. If people are busy, party
Yeah.
hangover or anything, maybe after,
We can
after
change the date.
night, we can just take 2nd January if it is okay with you. So that will have more participants.
Yeah, I'm okay.
So 2nd Jan, Preeti ji will be taking.
Thank you.
So we also need a moderator for the next session. So I'll also be putting up on the group as well. So please come forward.
Yeah,
Everybody has
Nandini,
to do
usually I'm
everything.
little challenged about presentation. I've made presentation, but I really don't know to upload on how do you go about it on Zoom.
So Preeti, this session is only for all these things. How do we learn from each other? So we are all there. So
I will manage, but I need somebody who's going to moderate. Also, is little equipped with that.
yeah, so we all are there. So don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Today, like my
We would
laptop
also be
decided not to support me
Correct.
today. So I don't know
um,
how now. I'll have to ask my daughter how she managed to launch Zoom on this. I was almost in tears. That was very.
Even I had that issue of launching when you had sent, na? Every
Yeah.
time BA this thing, I have to go via I have to sign up through my email ID. I can't go directly to Zoom.
Oh.
It's only with the BA link. Others, I've never found any difficult. So always
Even
go.
today you had to sign in.
Yeah, even today also.
Even I had a problem today, Preeti ji.
Mm.
On my phone I could log in, but on my laptop I had a
I
problem.
have a problem in configuration. I need to learn that. Yeah. Mhm.
But this is
about
better, you keep remembering the password because that's one thing which we normally, for me, I normally miss out. So every time on the Zoom, I think it gives a reminder about my password. So good.
Okay.
So Ekta, over to you.